Imagine this. You're sitting on the couch, relaxing after a long day. Out of nowhere, your dog trots over, wiggles their nose, and sniffs your butt. You laugh, maybe push them away, but deep down you're probably thinking, why on earth do they do that? It feels weird to us, but to your dog, it's one of the most natural things in the world. And today, we're going to uncover the real reasons behind this behavior. By the end, you'll never look at your dog sniffing the same way again. Here's the thing most people don't realize. Dogs live in a world ruled by scent. We humans depend mostly on our eyes and ears. Dogs, their noses are their superpower. They have up to 300 million scent receptors, while we only have about 6 million. That means their sense of smell is so powerful, they can detect tiny changes in you that you'll never notice yourself. So when your pup sniffs your butt, they're not just being silly, they're collecting information. And to them, it's as normal as us asking, how are you? So let's break down what it really means when your dog does this. First, it's about communication. Dogs don't talk with words, they talk with smells. When two dogs meet each other, the very first thing they do is sniff each other's behinds. That's where the strongest scents come from because of special glands. Those scents tell them everything. The other dog's gender, mood, diet, even if they're healthy or sick. So when your dog sniffs your butt, they're basically treating you the same way they'd treat another dog. They're saying, hey, who are you today? What's going on with you? Second, your dog can actually smell your emotions. Think about the last time you came home after a stressful day. You were tense, maybe sad or upset. Your dog rushed to greet you went straight for your butt. As strange as it feels, that's their way of checking in. They can literally detect chemical changes in your sweat when you're stressed or scared. To them, sniffing is like reading your emotional diary. They're not being rude, they're showing concern. It's their way of saying, I know something's off and I care. Third, it's about bonding. Dogs want to feel connected to their pack, and for them, sniffing is a social ritual. It's not disrespected, it's the opposite. By sniffing you, they're showing trust and affection. They're saying, you're part of my circle. I want to know you deeply. Think of it like when a close friend gives you a hug. It's intimacy, dog-style. Now, here's a fascinating point. Dogs can sometimes detect changes in your health. There are stories of dogs who became fixated on sniffing their owner's body, only for the person to later discover they had a medical condition. Dogs can detect diseases like cancer, infections, or even pregnancy through scent. So if your dog is suddenly more interested in sniffing you than usual, don't ignore it. It could actually be their way of alerting you that something is different in your body. Fourth, your dog is curious about where you've been. Imagine you come home after visiting a friend who owns another dog. The moment you walk through the door, your pup can smell that other dog on you, and the place where those scents stick the most, your butt and groin area. That's why your dog goes straight there. It's like they're investigating your day. Who have you been with? What did you do without me? It's not jealousy, it's curiosity. They're little detectives piecing together your story through smell. And let's not forget comfort. For dogs, sniffing you isn't just about information, it's about reassurance. When they're alone all day, waiting for you, they can feel anxious or restless. The moment you return, sniffing you, especially in those strong scent areas, helps them calm down. It tells them, yes, this is my human, they're safe, they're back with me. To us, it feels awkward. To them, it's like a warm hug. So what should you do when your dog does this? The truth is, it's harmless. You don't have to stop it unless it makes you uncomfortable. But if you'd like to redirect the behavior, gently offer your hand for them to sniff instead. Dogs can be trained to understand that your palm is the hello zone. Still, remember that sniffing your butt isn't bad manners to them. It's simply nature. Here's the big takeaway. When your dog sniffs your butt, it's not about being gross. It's about love, connection, and understanding. They're learning about your emotions, your health, and your experiences. They're including you in their world, the only way they know how. So the next time your dog does it, instead of feeling embarrassed, you might even smile. Because what they're really saying is, I love you. You're mine. I want to know everything about you. And honestly, isn't that beautiful? Dogs remind us that love doesn't always look the way we expect. Sometimes it's a wagging tail when you walk in the door. Sometimes it's a snuggle when you're feeling down. And yes, sometimes it's an awkward little sniff in the most personal place. But behind that sniff is loyalty, trust, and a bond stronger than words. If this video opened your eyes and made you appreciate your dog even more, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Share it with a fellow dog lover who's probably been wondering about this exact same thing. And don't forget to hit subscribe, because we've got so many more fascinating and heartwarming dog stories coming your way. After all, every bark, every tail wag, and yes, Yvonne, every sniff is your dog's way of talking to you. And the more we understand them, the stronger our bond becomes. So give your pup a big hug from me today, and remember, behind every quirky behavior is a heart full of love.